I've just been wandering around suspiciously at two Southall garden centres. Both have produced species of interest before, but I've collected a few little bits, as you do when you lift plant pots up, especially those on the ground that have been situated on the ground for quite a while. But the first garden centre I went to, I've come away with another record of Oxydus gracilis, which is a beautiful millipede, and a millipede which until a couple of years ago, when I discovered it at a garden centre in Nottinghamshire, there had been no records of, but it is turning up at every garden centre that I go to now. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 visits before it eventually gives itself up and puts another 1 kilometre grid square on the map. So to get that species at the garden centre in question is especially pleasing. The other little thing that's in this pot is a woodlouse, a very tiny pallid coloured woodlouse, and it's Haplothalmus danicus. At least that's what it looks like to me. It is coming home for more careful examination. That's definitely a new species for the Southall area, and yet another 1 kilometre grid square, a new one for Nottinghamshire. So 2 species there from 1 garden centre. Now, I've just been to another garden centre close by, and I've found this, which, as you may well have guessed, and I'm now recoiling in horror, is a flatworm. And I think this is Obama nungara, which is the Obama flatworm, nothing to do with the American president, or the former American president. But I found 2 specimens of these under my usual plank of wood in an unheated greenhouse here at this particular garden centre. It's a garden centre from which I found now 2 other species, the Southampton flatworm and also one other, the Australian flatworm, if I remember, the nice salmon pink one. And suddenly, out of the blue, 2 of these have appeared. They're not mature. I've only collected 1 of them just to have a look at and to confirm the identity, but it will be the second record for Nottinghamshire, or the second site, should I say, in Nottinghamshire, because I've had this species at 1 workshop garden centre on 2 occasions. It's another species which I found new to the county a couple of years ago. So to find this at this particular garden centre, well, not the best of news. It is good in terms of recording and our knowledge of flatworms in Nottinghamshire. It's probably at many garden centres, if not all, that we have here in Nottinghamshire, and in many people's gardens too. Look under pots, especially those pots that sit on soil or maybe on grass or even on the patio, and occasionally you can turn these or other species of flatworm up. So, while not being the most excited and the most wanted of records, within the space of an hour or so, just by wandering around at a couple of garden centres, I've produced some more welcome records for these species on the Nottinghamshire maps. So, I'm going to make my way home now, have something to eat, and then have a proper look at identifying the species that I've got. Just goes to show you, you don't have to go into big habitat or really good habitat to find anything. Invertebrates are everywhere, more or less under your feet all the time. There's always something to look somewhere, provided you're diverse in your specialist subject or chosen subject of choice. So, home it is.